In this episode, we delve into the Battle of Liège, the first major engagement of World War I. Set in early August 1914, this battle marked the beginning of the German invasion of Belgium and showcased the fierce resistance of the Belgian army. Liège, a strategic city in eastern Belgium, was a vital point for controlling access into the heart of Western Europe, a testament to Belgian military engineering. Leading the defense was Belgian General Gérard Leman, a seasoned officer known for his dedication and resilience. Tasked with holding the fortified city of Liège, Leman faced a formidable challenge. Opposing him was German General Erich Ludendorff, a highly ambitious and strategic mind, commanding the forces intent on breaching the city's defenses. Ludendorff's reputation for decisiveness and tactical brilliance would be put to the test. In the days leading up to the battle, Europe stood on the brink of war. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand had set off a chain reaction of alliances and mobilizations. Belgium, a neutral country, found itself caught between the ambitions of the great powers. Germany's Schlieffen Plan, a bold strategy devised to avoid a prolonged two-front war, required a swift victory through Belgium to outflank French forces. This plan hinged on the rapid capture of key Belgian cities, starting with Liège. The Germans believed that by swiftly overcoming Belgian resistance, they could secure a quick path to Paris and force France to surrender. However, they underestimated the determination and preparedness of the Belgian army. General Leman and his troops prepared to defend their homeland with every ounce of strength they could muster, setting the stage for a fierce and historic confrontation. Germany's objective was clear: capture Liège quickly to secure a path into France. The fortified city stood as the gateway to the heart of Belgium and beyond, making it a crucial target for the German advance. Capturing Liège would enable the German forces to bypass the strong French defenses along the border and strike directly at Paris. The Belgian objective, on the other hand, was to delay the German advance and buy time for the Allies to mobilize. By holding Liège, the Belgian army aimed to disrupt the German timetable, forcing them into a prolonged engagement and providing the French and British armies the precious days they needed to prepare for the looming conflict. General Leman fortified Liège with 12 forts strategically positioned around the city. These forts were equipped with heavy artillery and interconnected by a network of tunnels designed to withstand prolonged sieges. However, Leman faced significant challenges. The Belgian army was small, with limited manpower and resources, and much of its equipment was outdated compared to the modern German war machine. On the other side, General Ludendorff's forces were well prepared and well equipped, but they faced the daunting task of coordinating a rapid assault on the heavily defended Belgian positions. The German High Command had allocated significant resources to this operation, including the deployment of massive siege guns, known as Big Berthas, capable of obliterating the strongest fortifications. Ludendorff's plan required precise timing and coordination. The speed of the German advance was crucial. Any delay could jeopardize the entire Schlieffen Plan. The logistical challenges were immense, involving the movement of thousands of troops, heavy artillery, and supplies across challenging terrain and under the constant threat of Belgian counterattacks. Amidst these preparations, the personal reflections of the generals reveal the weight of the impending conflict. General Leman wrote in his diary, "We stand as the last bulwark against the German tide. Our duty is clear. We must hold Liège at all costs, for the fate of our nation and the future of Europe." His words encapsulate the resolve and determination of the Belgian defenders. General Ludendorff, on the other hand, noted in his reflections, "The speed of our advance will determine our success. We must strike swiftly and decisively to break the Belgian resistance and open the path to Paris." His notes underscore the pressure and urgency driving the German campaign. These personal insights provide a glimpse into the minds of the commanders on both sides, each grappling with the monumental task before them. As the preparations drew to a close, the stage was set for a battle that would test the limits of their strategies and the courage of their soldiers. On August 5, 1914, the German forces launched their assault on Liège. The attack began in the early hours of the morning, with the German infantry advancing under the cover of darkness, aiming to surprise the Belgian defenders. Despite the initial shock, the Belgian soldiers held their ground, manning the fortifications with determination and skill. The German strategy was to overwhelm the Belgian defences with sheer numbers and firepower. As the first waves of infantry engaged the Belgian lines, it quickly became apparent that the well-prepared Belgian fortifications would not fall easily. The initial German assaults were met with fierce resistance, resulting in heavy casualties. In response to the unexpected resilience of the Belgian forces, the Germans brought in their secret weapon, the massive siege guns known as Big Berthas. These colossal artillery pieces, capable of firing 420 mm shells, were unprecedented in their power and range, designed specifically to demolish the strongest fortifications. The deployment of the siege guns marked a turning point in the battle. As the enormous shells rained down on the forts, the very ground shook, and the formidable Belgian defences began to crumble under the relentless bombardment. Forts that had withstood conventional artillery now faced destruction. Throughout the battle, critical decisions were made by the generals on both sides. General Lehmann, understanding the strategic importance of holding Liège for as long as possible, ordered his troops to stand firm. "Hold at all costs," he commanded, inspiring his men to fight with unparalleled bravery and resolve. General Ludendorff, observing the initial failure of his infantry assaults and the effectiveness of the Belgian resistance, made a decisive move. He called for the full deployment of the heavy artillery, realizing that only these massive guns could break the stalemate and secure victory. As the battle raged on, Ludendorff's decision proved to be pivotal. The sustained artillery bombardment began to take its toll on the Belgian defences. One by one, the forts that ringed Liège fell, each after a heroic stand by its defenders. The city of Liège endured days of relentless bombardment and brutal combat. The sound of gunfire and explosions echoed across the landscape as both sides fought fiercely. Despite the overwhelming firepower of the Germans, the Belgian defenders managed to delay their advance significantly. The Belgian forces, though outnumbered and outgunned, utilized the rugged terrain and their intricate fortifications to their advantage. They conducted a series of strategic withdrawals, regrouping and counter-attacking whenever possible, inflicting considerable damage on the German forces. Each fort that fell bought the Allies more time to mobilize. The bravery and tenacity of the Belgian soldiers became a symbol of resistance. The delay caused by the defense of Liège disrupted the German timetable, forcing them to commit more resources and time than initially planned. By August 16th, the last fort had surrendered. The German forces had captured Liège, but at a significant cost. The delay allowed the French and British armies to prepare for the next phase of the conflict, altering the course of the war. Leaving one left to ask, would the Germans have achieved a swift victory if not for the heroes of Liège? The valiant stand by the Belgian forces not only delayed the German advance, but also changed the trajectory of World War I, illustrating the profound impact of determined resistance and paving the way for the trench warfare that would soon define the conflict.